Okay. Hey dolls. I thought that I would just do a chit chat get ready with me video. And so that's what I'm gonna do. And there's gonna be noise in the background because I have a husband and a dog and construction workers outside. So it's casual. I will do my best to talk about the products as I'm using them, but no promises. Using Milk Hydro Primer. This is what I used on my wedding day. I like it a lot. I don't think necessarily every day calls for a primer, but I'm using this foundation. It's like the anti-aging version of LiketoKnow.It, however you say that, by Lancome, and this is like the anti-aging version, and I just got it. I used to use that all the time with my friend Hannah. I remember whenever we were teenagers, we were at the mall and we were shopping, and like completely unrelated to makeup, we were just like, the girl that worked at this boutique was like so pretty and we loved her foundation, or like her skin, her foundation. We were like, hey, what are you wearing? And I remember Hannah was like, okay, then let's go get it. And it was Lancome LiketoKnow.It. I don't know how to say it. I like to pretend though. Anyway, so I'm gonna use that and the foundation powder on top of it because that's just what I always do. But let's talk puppies and married life. We got a dog the day after we came back from our honeymoon. Found her on Facebook. It was a private adoption. Anyways, so she's scheduled to get fixed on February 2nd, I believe. And we think she's starting her period. But I have also convinced myself that she's pregnant and she's gonna have a puppy. She's not fat by any means. But Yorkie puppies are like mice. I've convinced myself that she's having a puppy, or two, because they're the size of mice. She's probably not. She's probably just going into heat. And she's for sure acting really strange. She has the labor symptoms and heat symptoms are kind of similar. But anyways, we thought we saw a little bit of blood, like she might have started. And so I went out and got her doggy diapers, which she's just adorable in. And I don't think she hates them. We take them off for her to go to the bathroom and stuff. It's just, you know, to keep blood off of the house. And, but either way, she's kind of experiencing like all the hormone changes, and I think she's cramping. She was kind of whimpering last night and I cried because it made me sad. Doing makeup and talking is stupid. So far, I really like it. It would be way better if my sponge was clean. I'm normally really good about that, but haven't been wearing makeup a whole lot, so there's that. Oh yeah, and under like my skincare this morning, I just put on some Elemis rose oil and gua sha before I applied any makeup. My husband is playing video games.
What?
And there's construction outside, so you know. The trifecta. Well, at least Coco's not barking. She's quite the guard dog for a 5.5 pound rat. I know. You're so pretty in your diaper. Okay, now I'm going to take my Kevin Aquan cream. I almost said contour. No. Concealer. Mostly just to brighten my under eyes. Not that they're dark. Just to make them stupid bright. Okay, but anyways, let's talk about married life, because everybody's like, how's married life? It's no different. We already live together. Carter's like interested now. We already live together. I mean, would you say it's different?
No, but yes.
How is it different? Because I feel like in your head it was more different. I just was like, we've been married since we were 17. But
I mean, I agree. I just feel like they like maybe we aren't different, but the way the world treats us is different. If that makes sense.
Hadn't noticed.
Oh, okay.
What it like what?
I don't know, like, just like people.
Because I'm a Fifield now.
Well, yes, but like people, but also just like, you know, like we get to do all the official married things, like. I don't know. Like your new life. I don't know. I guess it's not that different.
I think in your head, everyone thinks it's different. And now you get to call me
wife.
Your wife, and I get to call you husband. And he would always say my full name. He'd be like, Hope Day. Whether it was usually like my trouble name. Like, let me open that can, put it down, Hope Day. And so now my thing is, when he says it, I go, Hope Day? Oh, she can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because she's dead. And that's been my favorite thing lately, because my name is officially and legally Hope James Fifield, or HJF. I don't know why I'm trying to make that my thing, but here I am. Yeah, so I'm blending. It's like a very bright, like the light, not just like my makeup. I am fake tanned, so I got the tan color.
I'm standing.
So I got the tan color because I'm tan. Facts.
Okay, on me. I heard it. Where are you? I'm on the inside of the...
Okay, so now I'm going to bake under my eyes,
oh, is that you? That's you.
my eyelids, and my forehead. Not that I even get oily anymore, but I'd be creasing. I'm very expressive. See that? That'll crease, and then when the makeup gets in there, it's not flattering, and it's just like a whole thing. And then like under my eyes, like, who doesn't crease on their eyelids or under eyes? Anyways. And not that I'm like saying this to brag, because I'm totally gonna do something eventually someday, but I've not done any like Botox or anything. I would really like to do microneedling, because I think that would just be, since I haven't had anything else done, and like I am really good about skincare and SPF, I think microneedling would just like help with the collagen and like basically make my small little wrinkles heal themselves. And like I've been doing more research on the fact that I'm only 25, and I feel like I don't really need it yet. Like, it's not a big deal. Okay, so what I'm doing is, because it's already starting to crease, which you can't even tell, but it's already starting to crease, so I just take this and smooth it out, and then before I open my eye and crease anything else, I add powder to bake so that nothing happens. Same. I do under my eye. See, it's a process, guys.
Yeah, you did.
Do under my eye. Add powder. Let it bake. Sometimes I let it bake for a long time, depending on if I get up and go do something else. or I don't. My wedding day, I think I baked for a while because that was my wedding day. And I didn't want my forehead to be like creasing. And I swear. Okay, and now because I'm switching to my foundation one to do my forehead just the same way. Smooth out the creases. And then bake. And I mean, I guess it kind of is my T-zone. So, I guess it helps with oil control. Not that I care because I obviously put freaking rose oil on my face before I put makeup on. Anyways, I've always been a huge fan of oils on my face. See, I use this, I've had this for like 10 years. It's this empty Lancome thing that I use to put the Banana Revolution baking powder in. Oh yeah, you like how you can see that so clearly? There you go. Okay, so I put it in there. I use this little thing to bake. No, like you don't have to do anything fancy. Here it is. This is the foundation powder that matches my liquid foundation. And I keep looking at the viewfinder because I'm like obsessed with myself. Love yourself. Okay. My apologies. Because whenever I look straight into the camera, it's like I'm making eye contact with you. Anywho, is there anything I can do before I put powder on? Anyways. Wow, this is...
Does it have to be from the...
like perfumed. It smells like a grandmother.
Where she says it is.
But we're here for it. Let's see what happens when I use this.
Okay.
Overkill? Yes. Okay, anyways, going back to married life. Getting married, like, not that, like, I had this feeling at all, and not that we have problems, like, we're not perfect, but marriage doesn't just, like, magically fix things, right? Like, I'm not choosing him, but, like, we still had to, like, sometimes I still have to be like, hey, could you do the dishes today? And but something that I'm not, but I don't want people to think that, like, I mean, are we the end all be all? Yes. Are we perfect? Almost. But, like, and here's the other thing, ladies. If you want something, or you want your husband, fiance, boyfriend to do something or know something, tell them. Exactly, like, just no beating around the bush. Don't be like, it would be really nice on Tuesday to receive flower. Like, no, that's, see, like, I feel like some of you girls are even more subtle and cryptic than that. No offense, but seriously, sometimes he's just really thoughtful and just does stuff, but then other times I'm like, I would really like to receive some flowers. And boom, guess what happens? I get what I want. Because I communicated.
Okay.
So anyways, yeah, communication is key. I feel like I'm all over the place and also, like, still, like, asleep. I don't know what to do. Anyways, communication is key. And sometimes you have to communicate the same thing more than once. Sometimes it's over a period of years. Sometimes you're like, hey, the dishes still aren't done. Could you go do those? Or something like that. And sometimes you gotta just put some work in and communicate, and you get frustrated, and it's okay. I think for a while I was, like, really in denial that
I have to say some things.
I'm really a positive person, and I don't like fighting or being negative or like, I don't know, I just always tried to keep things positive and was like, we don't fight. We, like, disagree or like, I don't know. But it's okay. It's okay. And we never went to bed angry. And that worked for us. Some people say that they go to bed angry and then it gives them time to cool off for like the next day and move on. And that's great. Like, your relationship is your own. And I really swear I have like words of wisdom. It's just not coming out right now. Like, communicate. Don't give up. I mean, unless it's like a toxic relationship. Like, this past year, as I'm sure many have experienced with COVID and being in close quarters with your significant other, like being stuck in a studio apartment kind of made us, I remember just like at the very beginning of the year, like made us really work through some things that I think things would get brought up. Hold on. I'm trying not to like tell you guys like too much about like stuff that's not any of your business, but also I want to help. So, we would talk about stuff that would be brought up. Hold on, I've just lost my train of thought. Oh. Okay, so like beginning of COVID, we're stuck, and like Carter, this is the first year that he had ever not been in school, right? He's just got a job. And so like I think some of the problems, like making me a priority or like not getting so frustrated, like just being more happy and like free and childlike, he like school was always like kind of the excuse, like he's stressed out with school, this and that. And then he was finally, like, he's done with school, right? He's got his dream job. He's working from home. I'm at home at this point. And he was just, like, he just seemed unhappy. And that was kind of, like, we brought that, like, it came out and, like, it came to his attention. And he was like, oh my gosh, wow, like, I'm really happy, but, like, it's not showing. And, like, not just with me, just, like, with life. And so he has really, it's been really like amazing watching him this year like grow into this like really happy, loving, positive person. And like I don't have the expectation of him to be perfect, you know, like myself. And I don't know, he's just really stepped into the role of being like a team player and my partner and husband. And having a dog with him has been so fun and like good practice for when, because like a dog is a lot of responsibility, but it is not on the same level as a human baby. Okay. I'm from a big family. I've worked childcare. Raising like kids is my career. And like it's just having a dog, like yeah, having a dog is a lot of responsibility, but it's a whole other thing with a human. And so this has been like really good practice, and he's never had a pet before aside from Gary, his cat, who is more like a dog. He realized when we got a cat a few years ago and realized we are not cat people. Anyways, his cat was like 4 times bigger than our dog is. So, quick little note. I'm an overshare and I'm okay with this subject, but not everyone is. So I'm going to say that because we are married and like people are curious and stuff, we do plan to have 1 or 2 kids in the future. I would like to wait 5 years. I would like to be around the age of 30. I'm 25. He is almost 24. And I think he's cool with waiting, but I think he would rather, he's like, we could have him sooner, but like, we'll see. And that's something interesting about myself that I've learned. this year was I always thought that I just wanted to be like this. I didn't want to work. I didn't want to work for someone else. Like I wanted to do YouTube and blogging and Instagram, which I'm really bad at, but Instagram, blogging and YouTube, but I'm getting better at Instagram, whatever. I just thought I didn't want to work and I just want to stay home, and that is what I learned in 2020, that I don't want to be a trophy wife. I want to look like a trophy wife. But I don't want to be one. I'm bored. So something fell into my lap. A family that I used to nanny for, a lady that she did her residency with, has 2 young girls and needed a nanny. And I think I talked to them in the summer. And I'm starting this coming week with them. And I'm so excited. So like that's been in the works for like months. And that's like helping me like keep on track, because like ideally if I was working from home I would like wake up, you know, in the morning, 9 a.m., not even early. And sometimes I can't even do that. Like I don't know. This year I'm working on discipline, and like even though I'll be nannying and stuff, like I'm working on staying consistent with videos and blog posts, because I have a lot of tips and insight and knowledge on beauty and health and wellness and all sorts of things. Like even like if you guys want to know like what I'm wearing, like I'm detailed like that I like to know. Like if I see someone on Instagram and they're like a lifestyle blogger, but I'm like, what did you just put in your coffee? Or if they're like vice versa, like if they're like a foodie but I'm like, girl, I love that shirt, what's that teapot in the background? I need that. Like that sort of thing. I'm very like, I love it all. So I'm working on that, but also I have ADHD, honestly, and like I'll be like starting one project and then I'll be like off to the other, and then I'm also like, is that even good enough? And so that's also what I'm trying to get rid of this year too. Like, yes, it's great, I'm growing, it's beautiful, it is good enough. Okay, see, I'm insane. Backtrack again. Back on the kid topic. Don't ever ask someone if they are going to have kids, if they want to have kids. Like, that's an inappropriate subject, because you don't know what they're going through, like, behind closed doors. Like, they could have just had a miscarriage. They could be trying and are unable to get pregnant, and it's really weighing on them, breaking their heart. Or they don't want to have kids, and it's like awkward that you're asking them, and then they feel like they have to explain themselves. Like, it's too personal for anyone to ask those questions, right? But if, like me, I'm just like openly talking about it, that's fine. And I mean, I don't know what you would ask me about it now, because I said probably in 5 years we'll have a kid or 2. It'd be really amazing if I could just pop out twins, a boy and a girl, and only have to be pregnant once, because I want to experience pregnancy once, but I don't know if I want to be pregnant more than once. So if I could just have twins and be done with it. And then, yes, multiples are hard. One single baby is hard. And if we have multiples the first time, then we won't know any different. And it's hard all around, you know? So, not that I can choose that, but that's my take on the subject. And I was a twin, but my mom miscarried my twin, we believe, and that is why my name is Hope, because she thought she lost a baby, and she did. We think there were 2 of us. My bro or sis, my mom thinks it was a brother, is up in heaven, you know. So my hair is falling down. So anyways, wow, life story right there. What am I doing? Okay, so normally I don't do eyeshadow, but like lately in my pictures, like I'm like, my eyelids just look bleh. So I'm gonna go real nuts here. Really nuts. Take a bronzer palette. Oh my god. Which I just use as a big eyeshadow palette. Honestly. And I'm going to take, oh my god, Princess Cut and Angle. 2 shades of brown. I'm gonna put them on my crease area. I have hooded eyelids, whatever that means. My sister Grace, she's really good at makeup. She has hooded eyelids. She does eyeliner all fancy to like finagle it with the hood. I don't even know, right? I'm just like, here's some color. Here's some depth. I'll add some more. These are matte colors, by the way. I will go in and add a highlight in my inner corner and under my brow and on my nose, and I guess I should on the tops of my cheeks, but that will involve me getting up and going over to my vanity, and I'm on the couch right now, so with the most interesting setup to film this right now, right? So we've got some bronzed eyelids, and like I love that my eyelashes look albino with all this powder. Excuse me. But anyways, I'm not good at eyeliner. And I usually only wear it whenever I've got fake lashes on to like hide the like strip, because like it doesn't line up perfectly with my eyes at least normally, but I've been getting better about just throwing them on there because I love the look of eyelash extensions. But they're really expensive, and I would rather buy clothes with that money at this point in my life than pay and spend the time to have that done. Also, I've totally tried to do it myself, and I could do it again. It's very time consuming. The first time I made mistakes and I know exactly what to do, but doing it right takes a lot of time, and it's so hard to do on your own freaking face. I don't think I'm the type of person that can just like have them on all the time, like as much as I want to be. Right? I do DIY stuff all the time myself. I really love, I think it's by Kiss, the brand Kiss, Camisole lashes. This YouTuber that I followed for years, she came out with her own, and it's called Glam Me Up, and that's what's in most of, like, when you see me with big, humongous eyelashes, that's typically what I'm wearing. But I went to go buy more a couple months, or like last month, and she was not going to restock until sometime this year, and so that's whenever I put the Camisole ones back on, which those are like $7, and the Glam Me Up ones are like $35, which I mean they're incredible quality. I've had 2 pairs for 2 years and I wear them a lot. But I found these Kiss brand at Ulta, humongous, big, long, wispy, like larger than life, and I got 2 of them, so I'm gonna try one of them today, and I'm gonna try to do it without eyeliner. I'm really bad at eyeliner. By the time I put eyeliner on with lashes over it, you can't even see the eyeliner, so that's like good because you don't want to see it, but or like one eye will be like fantastic, and then the other eye you're like, we have lived in the studio apartment almost 2 years, which I love our studio apartment. Really need to do a studio apartment tour. I mean, it's tiny and it'll be like a 5-minute tour, right? But we worked really hard on making it beautiful, right? Carter would live in like a cardboard box and be like, it's fine. I'm very specific with my decor and how I like things to look, and I worked really hard to, if you saw what his rooms before we lived together, it was just like, this is true unconditional love. Growing up in his family's house, he had a twin bed, right? No big deal. When he moved from college, so he was living in the dorm, really fancy, full bed, Tempur-Pedic, like incredible. moves into a house with his friends, takes his high school bed with him. It's a twin bed, right? A twin bed. And he had the smallest room in the house, and he kept the twin bed. And I stayed with him every, was it 2 years? It was.
Yeah.
Every weekend. No, but then we got the bed after. Okay, so for 1 year. 1 year. We lit, or for 1 year, every weekend. So like 2 to 3 nights a week. I like lived with him basically, right? On a twin bed, right? And not only, oh, like that highlight on that nose, oh my god. But it's gotta be blended, that is just too like,
Okay. Wait, where'd you go?
This was the crappiest twin bed. Like, there was no padding left, you could feel the springs, and 2 of us were sleeping in it. But that's just how much I loved him and wanted to be near him. But yeah, you should follow me on Instagram. I've decided that I'm going to turn the comments off on YouTube because I'm too sensitive and don't want to have to deal with mean people. So, follow me. It would be really supportive. But if you're watching this on Instagram, obviously, hi, hello. But if you're on YouTube, go follow me on Instagram. And if you ever have a question or comment or concern or need to tell me something or need to ask me something, message me on there. I'll respond on there. I'm tired.
Apparently next to this outer wall there should be ground.
I don't want to say that I only got 7 hours of sleep because for most people that's like a good amount of sleep. For me, not enough sleep. I need like 10 to 12 hours. Especially in the winter. Summertime is different. Sunshine, warmth, gets me going. Cold weather and like cold makes me not want to do anything. Like my body like freezes up and like I feel like I just can't move and I just have to like be under blankets and like I'm not productive at all. But like when I'm warm, I'm like, ooh, I can move and like get stuff done. I make good coffee. Okay. Moving on. I did say this was a chit chat. Get ready with me, so. I don't know what anyone expected. I don't know what I expected.
What'd you do?
Okay, so I'm going to take the 2 darkest colors in this palette that are not glittery, and that would be Toffee Crunch and Tootsie. So, which speaking of which, when Coco poops, I look like a Tootsie Roll because she's so small. This is what I'm doing instead of eyeliner. I used to live with all of them in one house.
Is that you? Yeah, I'm up here.
And they'd all have their headphones on. We're all in the same house, right? They're all playing in their rooms. They've all built their PCs together. And
I mean, we have to go this way anyway.
They would just like, they get so loud and worked up sometimes, and like I hated it. So I would like go into their rooms. I had this bag of like Valentine's glitter heart confetti, and I would just, if they were getting too loud, I would just run upstairs, or I mean, Carter was in our room, but I would just run upstairs and throw glitter hearts at them so that they knew to be quiet. Iconic. Honestly, I don't prank. I'm not mean. Treat others though you want to be treated, right? I don't want to be pranked. I don't want you to be mean or mad at me. So, I would throw glitter hearts at them, and then I would proceed to clean them up. Because it was just like the statement, right? They don't need to clean up my glitter hearts. I want them back so that I can throw them again later. Anyways, I finally, anyways, just lived with these gamer boys forever. So now that that's done, I'm going to add mascara, because during the day whenever like I don't wear any makeup and I'm like pretending to have lash extensions and I just like glue them on, I typically don't need mascara, right? Because there's no like friggin' powder on my eyes. And I will say, I've always had really incredible eyelashes, really long, really thick, but I'm greedy. And so everyone's out here raving about the Grande Lash Serum. And so I've been using it. And I don't really need eyelash or like fake lashes on top of all of this, but some days I want it, like today, because I'm getting ready with you guys. I'm telling you about all the things, but I'm gonna take some pictures and maybe do another video later involving my hair, because I'm wanting to grow all my hair on my head. I want to grow it out.
Yep.
Nice and long and thick and fast. So I'm gonna go make a video and tell you guys all about my methods for doing that and tips and tricks. Okay, so this mascara, I'll link it down below. I'll do my best. I'll link everything. This is Arbonne Speak Volumes. It's in the most beautiful pink container, and it's clean beauty, which I'm all for. Not a necessity for me, honestly, but skincare, well, I care more about the things that I put in my body than like what's on my body. I mean, I don't think, like, whatever, that's my own personal opinion, but I love this. And even before I use the Grande Lash Serum, I noticed that this is clean and has vitamins in it, like nourished my eyelashes, and they like grew long and thick. So if you're looking for like an amazing mascara, like if I was just gonna do mascara, I would do another coat. But I mean, like,
I'm checking.
I would do another coat if I was just doing mascara, but I'm doing fake lashes, so we don't need to go through all that mascara.
Sometimes apparently
You can hear me? Just to add some color. Do my lower lashes. I do not add the lash serum to my lower lashes. They're as long as my top lashes, and it's ridiculous. And if I go crazy with, I mean, like, it's just, on camera looks great. In person, kind of look like a goth spider, which is fine. And I'm like, I'm here for the look, honestly, but they're so long, it's kind of ridiculous. So I don't need any more length or volume on those bad boys. So I highly recommend everything I've put on my face.
That was really close.
I mean, I've used, this is how I do my makeup. Like, anytime I'm doing my makeup, aside from like maybe I switch up eyeshadow, like maybe I wear eyeshadow.
Right side.
Right. But I do my makeup the exact same way every time, even though that was new foundation and foundation powder, which I highly recommend. If you want full coverage, I always do foundation powder over my liquid foundation. And when I was at Ulta one time, and I was like just getting the stuff that I always get. I normally use IT Cosmetics CC cream and their foundation powder, right? And I was like getting the foundation powder and the liquid foundation.
Gotcha.
And this lady that worked there was like, oh, you know that, like, you don't need, you know that's foundation powder, right? And I was like, yep. And she was so nasty about it. She was like, you used it like that? And I was like, yes, and my makeup looks amazing. Coco, you're gonna have some highlight on your face because you laid on the palette. Aww. These look longer and thicker, so we are going to use the Bring the Salon Home Kiss Lash Couture Luxe Extensions Collection Curls. Oh, it has a DC and a J curl. Oh, this is called Russian Volume. Bring it. And the Ride or Die Lash, not lash serum, lash glue is Ardell Lash Grip in clear adhesive. One time I tried the colored and I'm not coordinated enough for that. Okay, we're back. I've cut the eyelashes, just the ends. My eyes are, I have big eyes. So I've added like a fat, I mean, like, some people, like, barely add any, and I'm like, how are you doing that? And they staying on. So, I let it get tacky a little bit. And then I don't take tweezers. Like, I don't do anything fancy. Like, this is how I do it, right? I hold it as close to the thing as possible, and then I just put it directly on here. And I'll hold it at the ends for a couple of seconds. And then I'll go and look and see what I need to adjust if it's falling apart. And sometimes I just will pinch it towards my lash line. For my lips, I take this Oriflame cute little lip balm.
Are you shotgun chill tensions?
It's really clean, unscented. My lips are annoying.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
And I have all sorts of allergies and rules from my dermatologist to keep them not crazy. So I take the Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude by Charlotte Tilbury, and I just line my lips. I don't overline.
Yeah.
I just line my lips. But I have big, plump, juicy lips, so.
Yeah, what? Nice. Where are we? Oh, my forklift. So we need to just literally get across this place. And then go to the left. Right, because we're next to silos. You're good.
It's concentration. I'm gonna do a line down the middle. A little V thing in the front, and then I like shade in the corners a little bit. This gives you depth and stuff, dimension. Okay, and then I take my Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. I think they're called Hot Lips in Kim KW. So then I will start right on this side of the line.
That window.
And like, does that make sense?
You want to go straight to that back wall there? Okay. Yeah, go through.
So like I kind of try to leave the line a little bit.
Oh, just kidding.
Just
don't.
Zhoosh.
Yep.
Alright, so here is the zoom in. Here is my dog jumping on me.
It's not there, but
here's the look. I'm probably gonna like curl my hair or something. But
well, yeah.
this is just
Well,
my look.